technology can help us improve access to justice. I have Rachel Ampaide Mishambi Wamahe. She is the program manager at the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law, Uganda. And she's already here to acquaint us about this organization, what they do and what it actually aims to actually achieve. So first of all, very good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
What is the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law? What do you do exactly?
Okay, so we are a social enterprise.
Right.
And we are devoted to user-friendly justice. So this is basically justice that is accessible to the people, that is affordable to the people, and that is relevant to the people. That is what we work towards. Yes.
Give us a live example.
For example, you do not want a person coming to you with a problem and you can't solve it. If they can get access to information that will help them sort that problem, then that is what we shall support. For example, we have worked with organizations like Barefoot Law, where we support their idea. Their idea is to disseminate information. So we give organizations like that seed funding to ensure that that information reaches the person even up to the bottom, so that when they are faced with a challenge, they are able to access justice. They know where to go.
So if someone has a solution to the fact that so many people have been laid off as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and they have a way through which they could help those individuals access justice, maybe through an app or whatever, you'd support them as HEAL?
Yes, we'll definitely do that. We've actually worked with an organization called COLA, and they work towards dissemination of information for employment issues. For example, if you wanted to know how many leave days you're entitled to, you are able to get it through that platform.
Yes.
If you wanted to know if you're entitled to maternity leave and how many days, if you're entitled to paternity leave and how many days, it gives you all that information.
Paternity
if you are
leave
laid
in
up
Africa.
from work. Yes,
It's a long shot.
it is, but we'll get there step by step.
Indeed.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So if you wanted to know, maybe if you're laid off from work, what do you do? What are your options in this? Were you laid off in the right ways? Were you given maybe prior notice according to the contract? Do you even have a contract in the first place?
Indeed.
Yes. So you go in COLA helps you with that. Yes.
We also do know that this country has some land problems. Approximately 70% of all our land is customarily owned, customary land. And you have so many strong legal frameworks. You have the Constitution, Article 237, that actually protects individuals on customary land. You have the Land Act of 1998. You have the Uganda Land Policy of 2013. But then in the work of all these legal frameworks, women are still being segregated. They're still being discriminated. Young people are being discriminated on account of their age when it comes to access to land rights. So how best can we improve access to justice in this regard? Is this what we are talking about? Is this where HEAL comes through?
Yes. So what we have done as HEAL in that regard, we know we've taken land. We do research, first of all. We do research. We work with numbers. So we do surveys that's called the Justice Needs Survey. We have done 2 so far in Uganda, that is in 2016, and the most recent in 2020. So these surveys show us what is the most pressing justice need of the person right at the bottom. We interviewed about 6,000 people, and it's from those that we learned that land, you know, the statistics that you've just given, we learned that land is one of them, the highest problem in Uganda. Land, family, crime, employment, and once we have these statistics, we disseminate them to the other justice providers in Uganda, the justice professionals, and then they can work on the interventions that they need that best suit the people.
All right. So what is people-centered justice, and how does HEAL help ensure people-centered justice?
People-centered justice.
By the way, when we say HEAL, we mean the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law. Yes, we shouldn't confuse you. HEAL, Hague Institute for Innovations of Law. Go ahead, Rachel.
Okay, so people-centered justice is basically justice for the people.
Indeed.
We are looking at a whole wide justice system that works to actually solve the problems of the people. Yeah. So when you get into the depth of people-centered justice, you're looking at, are the solutions you're providing actually helpful to the people? Are they providing if I came up with a problem, are you able to solve my problem with the solution that I want?
Indeed.
Or are you giving me a solution that you think will work for me? Is it effective? Is it something that I can learn from as a person so that I don't get back into the problem the next time I'm faced with it? Is it affordable? You know, do I have to walk kilometers and kilometers just to access a mediator? Probably.
Indeed.
Yes.
So what are some of those achievements in terms of access to justice that you can verifiably boast of since 2016? I understand you've targeted some 15 clusters of individuals and companies
Yes.
that are dealing with improving access to justice. What are
Yes.
some of those achievements?
So like you have said, we have been able to work with several individuals and companies. We call them justice innovators, the game changers.
Romeo's
actually.
name should be there on that list.
Please, it should be there. We'll find a way to include it there.
Indeed, go ahead.
We have worked, maybe I could give you examples of some. I
Do.
mentioned at the beginning Barefoot Law. I think most of us know what
We
Barefoot
do.
Law does. It's more on dissemination of information in all the areas of law. But we've also worked with a company called Yunga. Yunga is an organization that works in the security industry. So what they do is provide community justice, if I might say. So what if I have Yunga and you have Yunga and I am attacked, let's say, all I have to do is press a panic button maybe on my phone or on their device, and then the whole neighborhood is alerted, including the closest police station. So it is working with people like that you find that the numbers, first of all, that the people reach is quite amazing. Whether it is online, because we've also worked with some people who do strictly online, but also we've worked with companies that work right at the grassroots. For example, we've worked with FIDA Uganda, and we know that FIDA usually, their niche is women, provision of access to justice
Yes.
for women. And what they do is they have an application that provides information generally. So for example, if I wanted to know about domestic violence and I'm scared about my person at home, all I have to do is, walk to the FIDA office and then read through the information. I don't even have to talk to anyone about it. Once I have the information and I know where to go, then I can act.
Rachel Ampaire Mishambi Wamahe, the program manager at the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law. Many thanks for having made the time to speak to NTV
Thank you.
Uganda.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. If you are a justice innovator and you are out there watching Morning at NTV, yes, the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law is here. Maybe Rachel Ampaire will just give us her last parting shots to the individuals, the innovators of justice who are watching. Just a clarion call. Talk to them under 30 seconds.
Okay. So
Come on.
justice innovation is a thing, and we know that anyone can be an innovator for as long as you have an idea that is that you feel that can be moved forward. Please reach out to us. We'd be very happy to help. We have different programs, but specifically this year we have also been trying to work with our previous cohorts to grow them even better. So when you go to our website, you find all these different materials. You find all the different innovators.
What's the website?
www.hill.org. Hill is HIIL.
Thank you very much, Rachel Ampaire. She's the program manager at the Hague Institute for Innovations of Law. If you have a solution for the women who are grappling with land rights, or the youth, if you have a solution for the employment debacle in this country where people are being laid off without any benefits in that regard, even if it's an app, technology, Hill will support you. My name is Romy Busik. Of course, that puts a cap onto this morning show. We shall be indulging with you tomorrow, same time, 6:30 a.m. all the way to 9 a.m.